Hello friends, Koolio here and welcome back to the channel. Today guys, I want to talk to you about 5 games that I really hope get a global release sometime in 2020. Now the games on this list are not confirmed to come out to global or English, okay? So that means there isn't any information as of right now if these games will even be coming out to an English audience anytime this year. However, games that have been confirmed for global releases such as the 7 Deadly Sins Grand Cross will not be on this list. So if you guys enjoy this list and want to see more lists like this in the future, then please leave a like on this video, helps out a ton, and subscribe for more mobile gaming videos coming very soon. Now the first game I want to talk about is CounterSide. Now CounterSide actually hasn't been released just yet, but will be coming out in South Korea on February 4th. Now the reason why I have this at my number 5 spot, a little bit lower on the list, is because this game is being published by Nexon, and Nexon tends to have a really bad track record when it comes to their global releases for their games. They kind of screw things over, and a lot of the popularity for a lot of their games, which have been hyped, quickly died down because of the decisions that Nexon has made. Now the game hasn't officially been released just yet, but from the gameplay trailers and the website and the overall art style, this game is looking to be absolutely beautiful and breathtaking. It looks to be an incredible sort of side-scrolling hero collector gacha game where you compete against other people and take down the forces of darkness invading your world in this sort of post-apocalyptic sci-fi cyberpunk world that looks absolutely beautiful. And I think people that are fans of Arknight's art style will really like the art style of this game, sort of combining the art style of Arknights with the kind of 2D animated versions of characters from like Epic 7. That kind of combination is making me really excited. Now, we don't have an English version release date for this game at all, but I will keep you guys up to date if anything does come out in the future. The next game I want to talk about is a game that I absolutely love called World Flipper. Now this game is currently only available in Japan, and I have made a couple of videos on the game here on the channel, and I really love this game. It's by Cygames. They've made a couple of missteps so far with it, but they've been trying really hard to kind of bring back the community and obviously try to fix their game. Now Cygames is really heavily focused around the free-to-play aspects of all of their games and trying their best to kind of make sure that their audience, their player base, is really happy with the overall experience. Now this game is a pinball pixel style game that combines the beautiful artwork of their other game, Dragalia Lost. Now this game honestly really surprised me. When it first came out, I could not stop playing it. The overall combat and gameplay, even though it's pinball, was a ton of fun. The character skills, the character progression, everything about the game was incredibly addicting. It's a game I constantly jump into over and over again just to have a lot of fun. They've got amazing character designs, some pretty epic boss fights that actually take some getting used to, and some really interesting team building dynamics. So hopefully we'll get some kind of word this year that World Flippers will be coming to the West. Now coming in at my number 3 spot is a brand new game that was just announced yesterday called Monster Hunter Riders. Now the more information I've dug into this game, the more and more I get excited for it. First of all, the game looks absolutely incredible. Second, you combine riders and monsters together within the Monster Hunter universe. Yeah, I'm super excited. And third, it does have a turn-based combat system that I wasn't really expecting for a Monster Hunter game, but they've been releasing teases here and there of what the gameplay is going to look like, and honestly, it's looking really fantastic. Now this game is going to be coming out, I believe, in Japan later this year, but we don't have any word yet on any kind of global release, but hopefully they will give us some kind of information towards the end of the year, because it did say the game will be coming out winter of 2020. I'm really hoping that the game will come out globally this year. Next game I want to talk about is Arcadia. Now I did a video on this game a couple of weeks ago, and surprisingly a lot of you guys really enjoyed that video. Now this is a upcoming idle game that had a stress test that you were only able to get into using a specific code. Now I was lucky to actually find a free code, jump into the game, and surprisingly ended up finding out one of my favorite all-time character designs I've ever seen in a gacha game. The main character that I had for like the thumbnail and on my team was absolutely stunning. All of the characters in this game, even the regular rarity characters, were incredibly well designed. Now the gameplay is pretty standard to your idle fare, where your characters will go through stage after stage, defeating monsters one after the other while you're away from the game, gathering those resources that you can use to then power up your characters to then continually push past those specific boundaries. However, the overall design of the characters in the actual gameplay is sort of a 2.5D style of graphics, and honestly, it looks really good. And it's also got a pretty interesting team building design where you have 3 main characters acting as your sort of main combat characters and then 3 side characters helping out with their special abilities in the background. Now this game honestly really surprised me, and I hope that we get some kind of English release this year. As of right now, it looks like it's only coming out to Korea, but I really hope we get some kind of global release by the end of 2020. Now, the last game I want to talk about was another huge surprise here on the channel. It's a game called Lord of Heroes. This game, again, was a really big surprise for me. I was just kind of looking around trying to find games to try out, and it popped up on my radar. I downloaded, I jumped into the game, and surprisingly found that the game, even though as of right now it's slated to only release in South Korea, it had an English client behind it. I started playing the game. I absolutely love the graphics. I love the fact that the gacha system is only centered around the equipment, and you can actually go through and buy the characters with the in-game currency that you collect fairly easily. You guys seem to really enjoy the game. The combat was very well done. The overall graphics was sort of a Breath of the Wild combined with Fire Emblem. I really enjoyed this game and wish I would have had more time to play it to show you guys some of the more in-depth gameplay that that game had to offer. Now, I'm hoping, since the game had an English client behind it, that when the game does officially come out this year, that it will be closer to a global release than we actually realize. There you guys go. Those are 5 games that I'm very excited for in 2020 that I really hope get a global release or some kind of English release sometime in 2020. Let me know down below your guys' thoughts on some of these games as well. Do you have any games that you guys are super excited for this year? Let me know down below in the comment section. And again, if you guys enjoyed this video, I'd really appreciate a thumbs up and a subscribe if you haven't already to stay up to date in the latest in mobile gaming. All right, friends, I'll see you next time.